harmony with honor. But the cells that are immune systems, they're like, no, nigga, we are what makes up God. I am God. And this is what Jesus was saying. Jesus was saying, I and the Father are one. If you see me, you see the Father. The Father would be the Father entity, the higher self that we make up. So, like, your cells would be like, yo, we are honor. I am. They don't know your name is honor, but they know that you are the. They know that there are a piece of something. Each unit or cell, whether it's a bird, what we call a bird, lion, tiger, bear, whatever it is, these cells make up the ecosystem of this one cell we call the Earth. But as that cell is a part of a bigger ecosystem we call a galaxy, and a galaxy, and all these things are actually the body that we live inside of, right? So check this out. The cells, the way we live and the way we grew up is as if God was separate from us. And that's what we teach through Islam and Christianity, right? Allah is the only God, or God is the only God, and you're not God, and you can't teach people that they're God. This is what a CEO told me. He said, that's dangerous. You can't teach people that they're God. If you're God, why you can't get out of here?
But that's what I always appreciated about you, Chief, is because you don't separate yourself from the creator, because you know that you are the observer. You are the one creating this reality, and you can break that joint down. But I see a lot of these leaders in the, so-called conscious community, and they always giving reverence to a higher power or something outside of them.
Exactly.
And I'm like, hold up, but it's all within you. Like, it's you. Like, you're not separate from us. Whatever. Huh?
It's us. We are it. And black people are real. White people aren't real. They're not real. No other race is real. You cannot tell me you've seen a fucking a Mexican in your dream. You can't tell me you've seen an Indian in your dream. They're not real. You have never seen another race in your dream, and you never will, because I'm going to tell you right now, they're not real. And if they are, they're because of some trauma you experienced. Or Zoka says she remember being kidnapped by some white people or something like that. There was some kind of trauma that your mom was experiencing. And it's probably some kind of psychedelic experience you had. But what I'm telling you is, what you got to realize is that we are God. We are it. And we need to live in tune with the body, which is nature. If you connect yourself to nature and live in tune with nature, we'll stop being a cancer on this planet. And that's all I've been saying, right?
Exactly.
And check this out. Imagine, and I'm writing a book, Anna. Anna, I got a whole book. I'm writing a whole book. Straight up writing a book. So check this out. So we're in a coma. When I say we're, I mean that me and you we're cells. We're cells in this body that make up the being, right? Let's say if we in Anna's body right now, and Anna is in a coma. Say you're in a coma in the hospital, right? You went to sleep. You're in this coma, but you're in a dream, and you're dreaming of your inner self, because that's what we do. We dream of our inner self, our subconscious, right? And in your inner self, you're dreaming of the inside of your body. You go within. Every time you close your eyes, you go inside your body. When you go to sleep, you're going inside your body, inside your subconscious, which is your mind, and your mind is your body. Your body is a part of your subconscious. For instance, in the holographic universe, I teach you that your body, you're not in your body. Your body is in you. Your mind is giving you that body. Your mind is giving you the body. The mind gives you thought, and the thought uses the thought. The mind uses thought to create reality, which is spirit, which is energy and motion. Energy and motion is emotion. And that's what we're doing. We're energy and motion, right? So your body is a figment of your mind. So when you go to sleep, you go in your body. You go inside of your traumas, inside whatever your body has experienced. So you're really going inside your body when you go to sleep. So when you close your eyes, you're literally going inside your body. Every time you go to sleep, you go inside your body. And guess what? You go inside of another body, inside of your body, and you work out things that are going on in your life, or whatever, the waking reality. Whatever you were going through in your body, in the waking dream, you're working that out in another body, inside of that body, which is inside of that mind. You see what I'm saying? So you go in, you're in an inception. You're inside your body, with inside your body, with inside your body, a.k.a. you're inside your mind, with inside your mind, with inside your mind. But the thing is, the dream realm that you go to is it's a different kind of sleep. This is a restoring sleep. I call it restoration. Restoration is when you go in this sleep, you can still hear out of these ears. You can still, because you're in an inception, a dream within a dream. And so you wake up and your body's restored. Your body has to sleep to get restoration, which is your mind. Your mind has to rest. So guess what? When you wake back into this dream, you figure that, damn, this is reality. This is not real. You're in a coma. And then once we wake up out of this coma, what I'm telling you is this. We are in a coma. That's why we keep coming back here. That's why this shit feels so real. You see what I'm saying? So imagine right now, if you was to go into a coma right now, if you got into a car accident right now, right? You would go into a coma. In that coma, if you study comas and what people say when they come out of coma, they come out of another reality. They went in their body and was living inside their injury. We're living inside the injury of our coma. And the coma is white supremacy, which is cancer. It's that simple. You can see it because they're not real. They're like a virus that's attacking our body. You feel what I'm saying? And I am Nature Boy. I am the motherfucking... I'm the Messiah or the cell that's awakened, right? Because we talk about these Buddhas that are awakened. They're not awakened. That's false prophets. Those are false prophets. The Buddha's a false prophet. Because I'm going to tell you right now, first of all, the Buddha is not saying he's black. They're not telling you the Buddha is black. And the Buddha ain't never came to the hood. So the Buddha ain't real. The Buddha is for white people, which aren't real. So you have to see this. The Buddha didn't come for us. The Buddha came for white people. He came to the Europeans. The Buddha is actually a black European. But they don't equate, but he's not. The Buddha was black. It was me. You understand? I was the Buddha. And now I've come now and reincarnated. I know what I did. Because I woke up in the hospital. I know what this is. Because I woke up in the reality and it was all black people. There was no white people in our real reality. In that reality where we're in a coma, there is no white people, bro. So I can't. When I woke up from my coma, right? I literally this what happened to me in 2012, 2013. I woke up from my coma, right? And I was like, I was talking to this dude that was my barber inside my body, right? In another dream, he's like, in this reality. I was talking to him. He was like, bro, I'm not your barber, bro. You're just coming out of coma. He hit the button for the nurse. The nurse comes in. I believe that nurse was Malia. I swear to God. It had to be Malia because I'm in love with Malia, right? So I'm looking at this girl, and this girl is sucking me into this reality. Her beauty, it was something about looking at Malia. And guess what? Malia went to school to be a nurse. And so I'm like, yeah, she actually went to school to be a nurse. And I'm like, she was in nursing school. I've seen pictures of her on her Snapchat. And I was like, wow, like, it's you. It's you. I never forget being in the shower, and I remember Malia just, like, she's taking care of me, and she's, like, organizing my stuff. And I was like, yo, it's you. I seen Malia through the shower door, and I was like, oh, shit, my mind put it together. Like, at first I thought it was iron, but then I looked at Malia. I was like, it's you. It's you. You're my nurse. You're my fucking nurse. You're my nurse. Like, I know Malia is my fucking nurse in the realm that we're sleeping in, bro. This shit is crazy, right? So when I went back into sleep, I went back into the coma. But he told me I had cancer before I went back in the coma. I remember him saying, like, bro, you got cancer. I was like, cancer? And then she came and Malia calmed me down. She had hit me with something, you know, I had something in my arm, IV. She hit me with something that made me go to sleep, and I went back into that coma. But when I went back into the coma, you remember my old videos where it's like,
yeah, that tunnel.
Like that? Like I went into a tunnel. And it was like, Nature Boy TV. Remember that old introduction to my video? It was like that. I went into a tunnel, like, and when I hit back, I was in the bed with Maisha, and the shit bust me out the bed, and I landed forward on my hands out the bed, nigga. So this wasn't no regular ass dream, because this dream jolted me out the bed when I got back. It was like, shh, and it dropped me back in like, boom, and I was like, oh shit. And from that moment, I never been the same, bro. Never been. I was awoke. That moment, I stopped taking showers. I started eating fruit. I became Nature Boy. From that moment, I knew, and slowly but surely, I started recollecting what that dream meant. because things in this reality start correlating, and I start waking up like, what the fuck? Wait a minute, white people, what cancers? Oh shit! And I started going on this search for knowledge. I let everything go. You see me in that room. That's when I started. That's when I went to that room in Atlanta, and I let everything go because I needed to concentrate. Because what happened to me, I couldn't explain to nobody. I needed to concentrate. And what I realized is this is my fucking body. And I told you I'm a cell. That's why I started saying I love myself. Because I wanted everyone to say it. I wanted everyone to realize we're cells in this fucking body. And we have to stop harming the body. And I literally, with intention, said I'm going inside of my body. I'm going to stop this shit. I literally closed my eyes, and it shot me back down to this reality. I had forgot about this reality. You know that? Because Malia's beauty sucked me into the real world that we're in. But guess what? I'm talking to you right now, Anna, but you are me, and I am you, just like in my song. I am you, and you are me. Let's stop fighting one another. Yeah. So that's my song that I'm singing to the world, and we're gonna walk up to the sun together. But the sun is literally an axon that takes us back to me waking up out of that coma. And like when I wake up out of the coma, it's like, oh shit. But in that reality, y'all are the same. Y'all not the same people. Y'all different. Like Anna, you my nigga. You probably like my sister in the other realm. And in that other realm, in that other domain. In that other realm, you my sister. You feel me? And I'm fully awake, bro. And I tell you, I'm fully awake in this reality. I'm fully woke. I know exactly what's going on here. And I can explain it like no other teacher. This shit, I'm trying to tell you, everything you read in history has been the history of our body since I was a baby. This is our body, Anna. Black people is the immune system of this body, bro. I broke this shit down. I broke this shit all the way down.
You did.
And then, I'm trying to tell you, bro, I already know everything that's happening. We gonna win, Anna. Anna, we gonna win, and we gonna all walk up to the sun together. This shit about to get surreal. When I tell you it's getting surreal, it's about to be surreal. Like, for real. In the next 3 years, this is the year of the 6. We're going into the year of the 9. The next 3 years, the economy gonna fall. In the next 2 years, nigga, I guarantee you it. In the next 2 years, it's over. We got 3 more years, bro. We got 3 more years. That's it. It's over. You understand what I'm saying? You win the year to 6, and it goes to the 9, then go back into the 0. This is when we do. We do the reboot. I'm trying to tell you, bro. We got 3 more years for this shit, bro.
2025 is our Saturn turn. That's the 9.
3 years, you got the 9.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. This shit about to get surreal, Anna, and I know everything that's going on in fine detail. How do I fucking know this? Do you understand? I'm a fully awoke being, bro.
That part.
I'm fully woke, bro. I can tell you everything about this reality. This is our body, bro. This is my body. I'm the dreamer.
Yo, Chief, you literally a walking psychedelic.
That's a 3.
Dead ass.
You a walking psychedelic. Like this, if you listen to you talk, you gonna go on a crazy ass trip, bro. Straight up.
A man is thought. Man is mind. Man is God. The woman is goddess, which means that when you're God and you have thought, the woman is supposed to take that thought and bring it and reproduce it. God is the producer. We are the producer. They are the reproducer. They reproduce what we give them. So therefore, you have to understand that God, which is man, would never know what he is without a woman. He would never know what he is without a woman because your thought cannot exist without vibration. So that vibration is the action. That's the electron that brings everything that, and it's for the man's ego. The man's ego is thought, his mind. So when you plant a seed in a woman, you give her that little seed, she's supposed to give you a whole child. She's supposed to let you know what this sex and this bond looks like physically. She takes that sex, that bond between you and her. She takes it and doesn't waste it. She says, this is what comes out of our bond. And she gives you a present, a gift. She's for your ego, and then you look at your child, and you're like, well done. Just like if you plant a seed in the earth, the earth is going to do what? It's going to cultivate, nurture that seed, and give you something that's going to give you abundance. So this is what a woman's job is. It's for the man to know who he is. It's for men. We created with our minds the ability. It came out of us. The woman came out of us as a form to show us who he was. It's vibration, bro. It's the feminine, the divine feminine. It allows you to understand what you are and feel what you are. Emotion. It's energy and motion. Our body is feminine. Everything is feminine. All movement is feminine. It's for the man's mind to know who he is. Man is thought. He sits, he says, he plants seeds, he produces thoughts. He says, oh, I'm happy. I have these happy thoughts, so then he gets a happy feeling. Without the feeling, which is the feminine, you can't even know what you are. So the woman is now using the mind and being a vibration for white supremacy, which is our lower self. And so she's our enemy. And it's like, yo, I thought they switch up out of nowhere like robots. As soon as they don't get what they want, or they emotionally trigger their program to get attitudes to turn on you. As soon as they don't get what they want, they can be utilized as weapons for white supremacy, which is the cancer on the planet. Look, I already mapped this whole shit out. You feel me? Your woman is for you. She's for you. And if I do the interview, it's going to be all about black supremacy and how the family structure is supposed to be structured.
Yep.
And take money out of a man's life. Because that's white men power. White men use money to power. Their power is falling. Their economy is, their dollar is, the gas prices are high. In the next 3 years, I'm telling you that the economy will fall. And I guarantee you that. In the next 3 years, it's going to be gone. Completely gone. It's just a process, right? Well, check this out. Because you got the year to 6, then comes the year to 7, and 7, 8, 9. So you already know what time it is. It's going to be, as soon as 7 comes around, it's already the 9. Because 7 is 9, because 7, 8, 9. There is no 8. 8 is infinity, and 9 is just it's a spiral back into the 0. So when you look at the numbers, they're showing you exactly what's going on. So this shit is about to end. We're coming into the end of this shit. That's why they're trying to trap as much as they can to stop people from being activated. The chemtrail describes so that you don't get them sun codes. They JMO the earth. All 4 of your elements are being tampered with. You're not allowed to breathe. You got masks on. I knew they was going to do something to get that oxygen fucked up. So now you can't breathe. COVID. You're not allowed to breathe. That's to make you stay inside so that you can't get in contact with the body. The body of the being that we are in, that we make up.
Yeah, and I got some stuff. I want to share with you as well.
All right, cool. Let me go get my pad. I'm gonna write it down. Hold on. All right, cool. I'm ready.
Yeah. So
ready.
So, yeah, I want to share this with you. This is on the astrology tip right here. So,
okay.
And this is to 3 God, right? These 3s are coming through for me. So check this out. So the greatest aspect that I have that really, my strongest one is my Jupiter trine Uranus.
Oh,
and
wow.
And I'll read a little bit of this to you. So it says Jupiter trine Uranus makes you a creative genius. It was like, wow, like you've always been there no matter what. Look at where you're at right now, but you're still there, right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And I want you to know that, we had that little talk about the stuff that I didn't understand is that, like, I'll never forget that. You know what I'm saying? You might have people come in your life and leave and all this stuff, and I can't speak for anybody else, but for myself, like, I don't forget those moments right when we were about to leave and I call you and you were on the phone, and like those moments mean a lot to me because I didn't have nobody, so I just want you to know that, so.
Wow. Thanks. And I also want to say this, this time being in here has shown me who I have in my corner as well. So, and it's so good to know that I have a friend, and it's so good to know that you got my back. So many people turned on me, man. Even my own disciples have went into hiding. And for you to step up in this moment and support me, You don't know how much that means to me right now. You've always been there for me as well, sending donations. And for us to even get past our argument, that's golden. I know who my friends are now. I know who's got my back, who's there for me. And I just want to thank you in this moment and say I appreciate you being there for me right now, and even listening to my teachings and being an awesome disciple, like in showing that my knowledge works. Okay, that is the biggest gift I could ever have. Yo, if I ain't got nothing, it's my wives and you and True, because it's like y'all show me that this is real. This is not like what I had produced something. It produced something.
Yeah.
And you,
and it says many,
and every time
many will hear the
I'm
message.
proud of it.
Many will hear the message, but what? You are chosen, right? You know, so that's just what it is.
And when it comes to you guys inspire me, man. You make me know. And there's another girl named Sana. She's out in Mexico. She's teaching her son all the knowledge, and he's teaching the knowledge online. I'm like, wow. And it's you know. And it's like people talk. But even my own disciples that were right there under me, what have they produced from it? I don't know. Maybe we'll see in the future. But for right now, I got Elegito. I got my guy. He got a beautiful home in Costa Rica, beautiful wife. He's producing a child. He's building, and I'm proud that, you know, I have a part in that. And when I look at my wives, I would have never knew what I had I not came here. Everything happens for a reason. Had I not came here, I would have never knew how well they can establish my social media, how I wasn't using them for that. I wasn't. Now I know I don't have to work so hard that they got me. Now I know that I can sit back and know that I'm not in control of the outcome.
Yeah.
You know? But I did all that I could, and now I have to sit back and trust the universe to show me what the remainder of that is. And they have cleaned me up so well since I've been in here. They have organized everything, and you know, whatever you do, Elegito, is a reflection of us, right? So I'm super proud of you. I'm super proud that I know, like, yo, Elegito is a reflection of my true knowledge. Forget the drama, forget everything else. When it comes to the knowledge, it shows and proves that it works because of you.
And the greatest teaching I take from you that you're teaching right now is in the video, like you just said, that, you know, you can look at this as like the universe is punishing you, or you can look at this as like the universe is teaching you, you know, and that's the greatest, like, in any aspect of anything in life, you know what I mean? You could always look at it from a negative perspective, or you could look at the glass half full. And you always look at the glass half full. Like, what am I supposed to be learning right now? What is the universe teaching me? Instead of like, oh man, half the glass is empty. I only have half of what I have, you know, and you could be in this terrible mindset, but you always just sit back and just like, wow, you know, I'm the yogi in my cave right now, you know, and you twist it that way, you know, on a positive perspective, that like, wow, and then
the spiritual, because we're spiritual people,
and you know, and like you said with your wives, you know, they've been there for you, and they still are there for you, so that shows a lot about them. So everybody's learning. They're learning about themselves, you know what I mean, without you being there. Like, this is a total learning experience, and if we can embrace that and just grow and get stronger, like you said, everything in your life has put you against your back against the wall, so you know what I mean, you're built for this. You know what I mean, like you know what I'm saying, Chief, you know, the Nature Boy, you are built for this, and you show them the strength. You show, you know, your disciples your strength, so now we can be stronger, you know, and then we all grow in a unit, you know, and that's just what it is.
Exactly. That's the grand scheme of it all, and that's what I love about talking to you. Like, you always bring that. When I'm talking to you, I get to tap into that in me. Like, I tap, you know, when you talk to different people, you tap into yourself. And I think that's why you enjoy my company as well, because you know you're going to tap into your core.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
And so excuse me, somebody was just, I can clip that out. But Elegito, I want to post this on my page, And I want it to inspire other people that don't speak, because I know a lot of people like yourself, like you said, they don't speak, they don't say anything, and to hear you, we'll put your pictures up. I know they'll make it nice.
Yeah.
We'll put, if you don't mind, we'll put you and your wife's pictures up and your family while we're talking, and we'll make a video and we'll post it. Is that cool?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, so that people know that, and I want people to know that I'm not just about black people. I'm about humanity itself. You know what I mean? I am about black supremacy, but I'm not hating white people. You know what I'm saying? I want people to know that I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm pro-indigenous. I'm pro whoever loves the earth. I don't care what your skin color is. Do you love the earth? Do you want to protect this earth? Do you care about what's right, what's true, no matter what prejudice is? Beyond that, truth, absolute truth, dominates all things. Absolute truth is love, and love conquers color, love conquers gender. It doesn't matter what your gender is. It's about the mind at the end of the day, because the mind is the soul of what we are. So I want people to understand that I'm indigenous. I'm about the indigenous mind that transcends all color, all gender, all prejudice. I want people to know that about me. I want people to understand it about me. I want people to understand I'm a black man, so I came to help lost people. But my knowledge and my wisdom transcends color. It's about humanity. It's the age of Aquarius. It's about us uniting and coming together on frequency of thought and truth and absolute truth, and coming together and finding out what's absolute truth beyond prejudice, beyond our subjective understandings and views. So I would love to post this, if I have your permission, so that people can understand that, it's about the truth before anything.
Absolutely. And one thing that you've touched on is that, even us white people or Mexicans or Peruvians, we're under the same system, as well. Like we can't just go be indigenous either, that there's a whole system in play that is above all of us, not just over the black man, but it's over all of us. But you yourself, you are there for your people to speak to the black man and the black woman. Whereas I believe, the work that I'm doing is I'm here, working predominantly with the white people, but to get these people back in tune with nature, because we're coming from the McDonald's land and the Popeyes and all this stuff. And then I try to tell these people, like, we need to get closer to water, to clean water, to the sun. Like, why do we grow up in, say, Illinois, and then the winter, and then we turn pasty white, and then we get sunburn, and we should never go pasty white, because we should always be connected to the sun. And this is the work that I'm doing with my people, trying to open up their minds to why in Illinois does the trees, the leaves fall off, they go dormant. When you're tapped in, like you teach, to the tropics, these trees are green all year round. There is no dormant, because it's always connected to the sun. So we're on very similar missions. It's just with the different approaches and different ways, And
it's one mind, one self. It's all about one mind, one self. And you're right. People need to hear it from that demographic. From you, they have to hear it. It's just a mindset. It's the mindset over everything, whether it's your gender. When my wives, one of them is light skin, and even in the black community, we have prejudice with light skin, brown skin, dark skin. Each one needs to say the message for that demographic. And